Hello and welcome to Richland Community Library's STEAM Saturday with Miss Carrie. Today we are going to make a paper tumble toy. What you're going to need is some cardstock paper or a thicker piece of paper, or you could probably even use a cereal box or something to that effect. Just something a little bit thicker than regular paper. You're also going to need a marble, some tape, scissors, a ruler, and a pencil. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is make a rectangle. So it's not perfectly square. It's going to be 3.5 by 3 3/4 or 3.75. So 3.5, we'll mark that right there. And on this side, we're gonna mark 3.75. So there's our 0. You wanna make sure that your 0 is on that line. And then 3.75 is right here. So from there, we're going to measure 3.5 right there. So you could measure like this and measure like that. So again, this is 3.5 and this side is 3.75, okay? Now along the 3.75 edge, before you cut it out, I want you to make some marks every 3/4 of an inch, so every 0.75. So we're gonna do, there's a quarter, there's a half, there's 0.75. And we're gonna count again. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 0.75. And then again, 1, 2, 3. 0.75 is right there. 1, 2, 3. 0.75 is right there. We're gonna do the same thing down here towards the bottom of the rectangle. And again, you wanna make sure you're counting the quarters and doing 3/4 of an inch. All right, now we're ready for our scissors. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut out our rectangle. Now we have a rectangle. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use your ruler to help fold your paper along your marks. And you're just going to fold it just like that, just right along the edge. And you're going to do that for each mark. All right, so now we have all of our marks with a crease, and we are going to fold it over so that it's a square. We're going to tape the edge down. So just with your Scotch tape, go ahead and secure that edge right down. The next thing you're going to do is cut the corners just a little bit. You don't have to do a big giant cut, so just maybe like an inch or maybe 3/4 of an inch. Probably 3/4 of an inch would be perfect. And then we are going to curve it over so that it is rounded. We don't want a flat edge. So let me get a piece of tape here and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to take our tape, we're just going to round it over just a little bit, and we're going to trim off the excess here so that it's rounded, okay? Just like so. We're going to do that to the other side as well. Just like that. Now that it's taped, we're gonna put our marble in one end and we're gonna do the same thing to the other end. So you are going to cut all 4 corners, and you're gonna make sure that your curve is the same direction. So we're gonna curve this piece over just like so. Take our little piece of tape and tape it down, and then trim off the extra paper just like that. So now we have this little tumble toy, and it can stand straight up and it's gonna tumble back and forth along a surface, okay? Generally works well if you're headed in a downward direction. So let's give it a try. All right, now that we've finished our little tumble toy, you can use a piece of foam paper. That works the best, or any kind of a rougher surface that doesn't have, that is textured. So nothing super smooth. And you can give it a shot and see how far you can make your tumble toy go. I think if mine was a little more rounded here at the bottom, it might be a little easier for it to move. And you can make your ramp as big as you want, provided that it's not super smooth. It'll just slide right down if it's super smooth. But see how many tumbles you can get. I hope you enjoyed this STEAM Saturday, and I will see you again next month.